Hello everyone, welcome back to a new Minecraft video, of course, because why not? Huh. So in today's video, what we're going to do is something very unique that I had not done in a pretty long while, if not at all, and it's called rating houses, or whatever you want to call it. Not rating, rating. Like percentage. 10 on 10. Not rating, actually. It's more like reviewing, actually. Yeah, I don't know why I said rating. I made my own ratings. Anyways, so I'm going to be reviewing a house. This is for a certain friend of mine that I've met on the server who wanted me to help them with their place. And, well, actually I asked, and you know, they're basically, I don't know if they're on the server per se, if I could see them, I don't know. But their name is MGDeniz. I might see them on the tablet sometime later. But they built a house. Very short, very basic explanation. They built a house. It was 2 stories tall. Total floor surface of 167 blocks. Which is, when you look at the number, it's not bad. But when you look at the size of it, it needed improvement, actually. The place was bland. What I could describe it to you was main blocks of white terracotta, very flat, some glass blocks too, and some dark oak wood. It made the place look boxed in, boxed out, uneven, and pretty boring, to be honest. Person wanted to sell for $135,000. Someone bought the place already, unfortunately, before I was able to make this video, what I've been told. And yeah, so let's get into it, shall we? I'm gonna show you this place how it looks now. So let's get into it. So here is the house that I have helped upgrade from 2 floors to actually 6, if I believe. Technically 5 stories, also 2 underground, but I've also upgraded the roof to make it look more of a beachy feel. To take a general look around, what we could see is 3 floors, including a roof's lounge area for people to have a dining experience if they want to chill out, relax, see the sunset, or sun, yeah, and the moonrise or sunrise, wherever they prefer, wherever they feel like sitting, as well as general outdoor decorative looks, including an outdoor base floor pool area, which I have built by hand myself. By the way, everything I have upgraded I've done myself. The only thing that was just the start was this floor right here and this floor right here. Nothing else existed. No tree branches existed, no tree leaves existed, and this wall was completely blocked up by white terracotta. No shape whatsoever. I gave shape to this place, I gave looks, I gave general motivation. Keep this place lively, you know? And, of course, I've, you know, kept a little bit of, gardening to like perfection and color and stuff, you know, just because, why not give it a little bit of color. And from the outdoors, if you look here, you could see a balcony hanging just off the 2nd floor, just over the pool for people to watch. Unfortunately, if you have a view, which I hadn't really thought of it through best ideas possible, you can't really see much of the pool unless you jump pretty high, almost hitting the ceiling. Okay, so this is generally how the outdoors look like. Now, let's go, first of all, let's go through the inside, the interiors of the place, starting with the bottom areas below this main floor. And then I will go through the lounge to the 2nd floor, through the lounge to the 3rd floor, and through the lounge staircase once more that I have built myself. into the roof's pooling area. So, when we first enter this place, it's double doored. The place is obviously been purchased, like I've said earlier in this video. I gave this place a little bit of shape, livelihood. Before, back then, when I saw it, it was blocked by white terracotta as the edge of the beams, and was framed by wooden planks that you see now, with full blocked glass. My opinion, it was a general good idea, but it was too square, too blocky. I had to give it some shape. So instead of keeping the glass as it was, I silk touched them all and turned them into pane windows, glass panes. And of course there was built-in light furnishes through the ceilings, and of course stuck out through the floor, which I've upgraded to that to give it some sort of light, just to give it some shape, just to give it some creativity and color. And of course I've stuffed a little useful crafting table, just in case anyone, wants to do some general crafting before they go venture out into the open. A small smelting area, which could be upgraded up to 20, or if they want to use this wall too, they could put more furnaces. But I've added at least 10 furnaces, have not filled them up though. And I can't use it, unfortunately, because it's claimed officially. Just sad, but I have not filled anything whatsoever. Except for one chest that I have no access to anymore. I don't think I do anyways. So I've put in built-in lights to stick out through this wall to go through the other side as best as I could. Yes. Now this wall that you see here never existed. This was just one huge, big box of one major room. And I saw the space that I could have been able to split it, as well as seeing the outdoor beam of the area, which I have made since the end of the second room basically was right over here technically, so I advanced it just one over, which anyways made it perfect, because as you can see here, the window is a perfect 2x2 square, which made everything fall to perfection. The outdoors, as you see, has been boarded at the top completely, just to make it more aesthetic, more looks, more just to give it some shape. That's what I've done. Now this area is basically a, let's say, bedroom type of stairwell area. Fortunately, the person hadn't put any beds yet. You could put up to 2 beds if they wanted to, next to some flowers if you want, or you could even remove them, put a chest, personal storage, but maybe a shoulder box or 2 over your head, however you want, for personal storage. And yeah, that would have been really it. Otherwise, this place is just now has a window. Before it was a complete wall of white terracotta, which gave a very bland taste to this side of the first floor completely. So I had to give it shape, and as you can see from the outdoors again, this is what I have it ended up with. Now I didn't go completely in, because over here, as you see, there's a staircase. So if I would put windows all the way through, it will intervene at a great expense, causing huge errors, malfunctions especially. Now, like I said, I will stay here, and I will go to the bottom floor, as this room that we go to next is the Enchanting Room. Lava walls, completely covered in lava, of course, behind glass, as well as behind there is more white terracotta to give the border to the room. And in here we have basically its own, let's say, the most major storage room you could find around the entire house. But mainly it's for the enchantment room, because myself, what I like to do is when I'm enchanting full books, if I have any mixes, I put some in extra chests, Have extra chests for storing your lapis, your books, probably if you want to store some sugarcane or leather or paper, go ahead. Of course, I cannot be able to show it now, but in this chest I put a axe. I put a Cumulus axe actually from the Cumulus kit, which I can show you how I do it. Kit. You see right here we have the Cumulus kit. So in here I put an axe, which you can do is use that axe, or your fist if you prefer, to break this piece of stair, or this stair as well. Won't really intervene, or you can even break this piece of plank. And inside you have one large chest. Now with that, you can even remove the chest and put 4 shulker boxes at will, if you please, maybe even 6 I believe. But inside here is a secret storage compartment. If you use the axe and chop one of these 2 bottom pieces, or this wooden plank, or 2, because I also put a dark oak plank down there, you can find a storage area in here. Someone else is walking. That's great. There is a secret storage area right behind here. Now let's go even more downstairs. That was the Enchanting Room with its own storage room. And this is, over here, the Alchemy Room. Of course, with its own use of alchemy, there needs to be nether wart. At least some sort of farm to be able to brew your potions. So I made a decently sized 4x4, could have possibly done a 5x5, I'm sorry, 5x5. But this would have been, you know, good enough if the person would like to upgrade it. They have their own nether warts, they could get soul sand, they could upgrade it if they please. This is another storage area, but its main purpose is to serve for storage of alchemy. If you want to store your brewing potions, if you want to store your brewing ingredients, if you want to store your other potions you collect from witches, any other item related to brewing. I have not added cauldrons, because who uses those, right? And I have stored 4 brewing stands against this part here, so you could make up to 12 potions at once if you please. You could even add more crafting tables if you want, or more general looking tables, and add more alchemy stands on them. But so far I felt 4 to make 12 potions was good, more than good enough, especially with a 4x4 farm, which produces almost between 32 to about 64 nether wart in total, which in the end is not bad for a 4x4 farm. That's how much about on average nether wart would drop, about 32 to 64 at my guess. Guessing, assuming that it would drop minimum 2 to maximum 4. So yeah, very sorry by the way, today's not the best day. Weather got me and I'm just like a little sniffly, but it's fine. Don't worry. Anyways, so that is the Alchemy Room. There was no storage area built here. And now, we shall go upstairs to the main lounge area. Perfect view when you go upstairs. You look outside, you see the sunrise, the random block. And this, of course, like I said, this is your own walk around, little lounge area. You guys sit down, chill with your friends, enjoy the outdoors, look outside, see, of course, the sunrise if it's well enough, if you come out early enough. And here is the stairs. Now to stay with this main floor, as I've said here, with the furnace area and a small bedroom and stairwell, if you continue walking on this stone slab place here, there is, of course, like I mentioned earlier, the downstairs pool area. Of course, built underground, made entirely of quartz, with dark oak, let's say, lounges, place to sit, place to chill out, place to have fun, place to, you know, chill under the ceiling of the top floor, which I have completely beamed up. Excuse me. I am, of course, not doing it perfect today. I apologize for that. Okay, excuse me for that. So I've beamed the ceiling up here with dark oak plank beams, 2 other beams stretching to the lower second floor to match towards the ceiling, and I will get to that floor details in just a moment. But yes, beamed it double from each side, and I've also given a little shape around the 2 main pillars to hold up the top floor, just for aesthetic looks. Didn't go all the way around, since it would have been tad pointless. And of course I put a general fence behind here, just to say that's the border of the yard, let's say. If you want this part, go ahead. If you want the other part, go ahead. But nah, don't go past here. That's where a road will go through. Anyways, I don't know. So yeah, this is the general pool area. Of course, there is a total seating capacity of 2, 4, 6 seats. Yes, 6 seats. You can even sit down in the pool, making up to 10. You cannot sit underwater, unfortunately, to the plugin. If you just want to chill out, sit, relax, have a pool party, and enjoy the view, that also counts. Now let's go upstairs through the lounge, or you can also take a roundaway and use these stairs. Now the behind story to the stairwell that I made, before I upgraded the house, the only way to access the second floor was to go through these main stairs right here, which I found very disadvantageous, especially if there would be mobs outside, or if it would be raining, catastrophe, someone's just looking at you from, like, I don't know, the village nearby, just stalking you or whatnot. So the best way is quickly as possible to go through the main stairwell, through the bedroom, to get to the lounge, the lower roof, let's say, the lounge, to get to the second floor. Now the second floor, as you may see from the outside, here is of course where I said was the balcony, but here is even more seating area. Would not be the best for storage or smelting or furnace, as it will intervene with the glass panes by chance, which could by far make the place at a disadvantage coming to creative looks and etc. Ceiling. What I've done, I've added built into the ceiling lights, some beams as well to give it shape. I've done 5 2x2 openings to give it, let's say, a smiley face or a sad face, depending how you want to look at it. And of course in the center here, for extra light, I've added another built into ceiling light source of glowstone. Now, best part I like about this is the cornered windows. Of course, this place was never as rounded as it was before. I gave it extra shape for aesthetic looks and for creative reasons. And on the top here, I have toppled it over with upside down staircases, or stairs, what it's called in Minecraft. But it's generally just for aesthetic looks. Of course, if you look at a general glass pane, it will be 2 pixels wide, as you see, let's say here. It'll be 2 pixels wide, but if you look around here, you see only 1 pixel has been taken over, which makes it perfect for 50-50, as if it was just directly in between, which gives it a perfect shape to it. Not the best, not the most perfect, but I still say it's perfect. Anyways, and of course back to here, beams on the ceiling, on a balcony, looking up over the pool area. And that's basically all that it is. And yes, I made it on both sides. A cornered window panes here and here, as well as a decorated outdoor look from around. Best thing ever, to be honest. I like it. I like the shape. I like what I've done. It's perfect. I love it. Anyways, we go through the staircase on the outside. I call this the apartment complex staircase because it is walled up with fences around the stairs and just sticks out from the building, which in the end I still managed to blend it in to give it more aesthetics without the hassle of ugly looks. Now here we have This floor, I believe, is the third floor, third and almost most top, just before the pool area. Yes. Here, of course, I rounded it up with more windowed panes for aesthetic looks, give more shape. And I added bigger lounge seating areas for friends who want to chill out in groups of 4, relax, look at each other, see at the sunrise or moonrise, or sunset and moonset. And the sun is of course setting very, very slowly. Here is of course more outdoor looks to a nearby what isn't really, but kind of is a mountain hill, question mark, and also a dark river forest, but still. This is a bigger lounge area for hanging out, chilling about. Not much more of a shape is given. The only thing I could give a note is to the ceiling. Put some ceiling lights up to 8, and I gave it more shape with staircases, going a 2x2 roundabout to give it more shape into the ceiling, not to give it blend and look like it's about to cave in and collapse. Just give it some shape, you know? And still. Now let's go to the top floor. Through the end of this balcony is the ceiling roof area. Ceiling roof, what did I say that? The pool area, the roof's pool area. Aesthetic looks from the round bushes, topped over fencing, which in my opinion gives a little bit more shape, not the most perfect, coming to material, coming to looks, though it still gives a nice cool looking shape. Of course I've done more fences around here, because it's a top view. Whoever wants to look at it, the sky from the top, at least this would be achievable, let's say. And with the amount of space I had for this area, I decided to give some lighting inside the pool, of course, make it its own smiley face. From the sky, you may not really see much. Yeah, you know, still a good shape. But of course, I gave 3 jumping boards. And of course, if you want to look at the sunset, you could. This is my idea of putting a sort of beachy feel to the roof. It's because the sun sets there. You could sit back, relax, enjoy next to your friend, behind the plant, next to the plant. They have their own plant too. And who cares about the way the moon rises? Who cares? Perfect, perfect, perfect. Any other detail? There's a 8 seating area for whoever wants to chill out, hang out, relax. In groups of 8 on the roof, can go ahead. Now the general idea of me doing a pool like this, with only benches going here, was because the sun sets in that direction, which makes it possible to see the sunset much better from this angle, as if it would be realistically speaking, than if you were to put benches facing that way, because who cares about how the sun or the moon rises? You want to have the end of the day relaxing vibe. You want to stare at the sunset with someone type of feel. Groups of 3 too. Groups of 2 here if you want. This is just a corner of more benches. I mean, who really wants to go in this corner? But you know, it's just for aesthetic looks. Maybe I could put a little palm tree or here, but generally might as well put 2 more benches. Maybe they have a big pool party. I want to just have people chill out, have fun, relax, enjoy some cappuccino. And like I said, jumping boards. Middle one's the highest. 2 others on the sides are lower for people who are scared of heights, but who get scared of heights in Minecraft? Look how high I am right now. Woo. Yeah. Of course, the shape being either smiley face or, you know, upside down face, depending on how you look at it. Giving a cool aesthetic from the sky looks. And of course, a few other touching details that I gave to this staircase here. I put some bushes around, give it some aesthetic looks. Not the best, but as if the bushes were overgrown, just hanging off the sides, just to, you know, cover up, just to hide whoever wants to go through, in and out. If you want to look through this balcony at the people at the bottom, you can questionably do so. Why not? If you want to look over here, if I can get in like that, you really can. But I mean, who cares about looking from up here? I mean, who's gonna want to like jump up and say, "Hey, Bill, what have you done?" Yeah, just go on the lower balcony here and just chat with your friends. Just have a normal conversation. Go like, "Hey, man, how you like the bushes, man? Oh, man, they were so cool." Yeah, very cool. A few other details am I missing? Of course, white terracotta beams on the edges to give it more shape around the corners. Put some built-in wall lights for more looks, for more colors, more aesthetical reasons, just for the creativity. And of course, for this wall, because I want to give it some round shape to it, I also gave a little indent. Not too much, just a little bit. Instead of it being flat completely off, I decided to give it shape, cutting off a little bit of trimming. Oh my gosh, I hate it. I hate my nose so much. I hate the weather. Ugh, the weather sucks. That's why. So, I hate my nose. Anyways. So, got a little bit of shape. Fences, cut in. Yeah, gives it some cool aesthetics just to give it some shape. And that technically is it for this house. Don't know if any detail was missed or not mentioned, but this was a huge upgrade. The person who first made this, if I could find their name online, there you go, MGDeniz. If you want me to say their name, that is it right there. So you see on the tablets, they are in yellow, just between Devil and Wild Nomads. This person is very friendly, was open for me to give an opportunity to help upgrade this house completely, because this felt very boxed. Oh, there's a spider. Hi, I don't care. Have fun. Yeah. Generally, that's really it that I could explain. That's basically, oh yeah. And on top of the cornered windows, I also fenced it up a little bit, just to give it a little bit more aesthetic, more-ish. Maybe cut a little bit off. I even cut the beams here, just to give it more shape as part for the cornered windows. Gave some built-in lights to the house. The beams, of course, I kept. Beams were actually a very useful creative input to the place, which I liked. That gave me inspiration to keep the outdents in place for this house. But yeah, just to give it shape. I even put some like outer balcony. I don't care. Yeah, good luck. Jump higher, maybe you can reach me. Anyways. And yeah, guess that's really it for this house. Really? I will just take a photo. That right here should be good. I'll use this as the thumbnail. But of course, this is generally what the house is. Aesthetic look, secret location, and of course 5 floors to this place, which basically I have not counted to myself how much floor surface there is, but there is at least some more. If the person really wants to use it for their own space, they can go ahead. They could chop down the tables if they really don't want people to come over. Spider gone. If they want to like, you know, invite people over, if they think the ceiling's okay, go ahead. Leave the tables there, but it's up to them. Honestly, it's up to the like decision of whoever owns it, how they want to change the inside if they want. But that's generally the main look that I gave to this house. Of course, I even added some ceiling lights just before the pool area. And yeah, I don't know how you guys would want to rate this house, but I honestly find it a true masterpiece. It used to be what I said, 2 floors, bland, boxed, and square. Really not much creativity, it's pretty bland, and was also overcharged. That's what I call the house that you're paying for a house life insurance. Anyways, nah, don't worry. I was honestly just, I was just being funny. I watched too much Kitchen Nightmares and stuff, but still. So, let's also get in for this house, I might even just take a picture like this of the house, just, yeah. Why not? Go ahead. Alright. This house was already sold to a person, and of course, I find it a true masterpiece of the reawakening of my creativity. If you want me to do more episodes like this, let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed, if you want to join my Discord server, I'll put my description below. It's finally wakening up. People are starting to chat there, join in, and it's making me more than happy. 109 subscribers as well. Last time I checked. Pretty happy about that too. At least it's... Ow! Amazing. Perfect timing. At least it's amazing. It's perfect. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all in either a next one like this, or another Minecraft video, or any other video that probably happens sometime soon. Thank you so much for watching. Hello, Enderman. Even he wants to join in with a shot. I'll take that too. Heck yeah. And I'll see you all in the next one. Peace out.